Hello guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I am going to explain how to calculate median for ungrouped data, and also I am going to explain how to write R code for this. Before we begin, let's discuss what is median first. So median, the name itself tells us that it's a middle value in the data set. But before that, we have to sort the given data either by ascending or descending order. Then we can calculate median. So in short, we can say that median is a point in data set where 50% of the data falls below this point and 50% of the data falls above of this point. Now let's start with the calculation part of the median. To calculate median for ungrouped data, there are two types of data sets possible. On the basis of number of data points it consists. A data set may have odd number of data points and even number of data points. Let's say n is the total number of data points a data set has. If n is odd, that is a data set contains odd number of data points, then median is equals to n plus 1 whole divided by tooth value is our median answer. Consider we have data points 5, 10, 2, 6, 12, 14 and 25. First of all, we have to sort these data points. We get 2, 5, 6, 10, 12, 14 and 25. And the total number of data points, that is n, is equals to 7. Here we can name the positions also, as we will be doing the same thing in R also. So we can name the position, that is we can name indices 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these are 7 data points, and n is odd, that is 7. So median is equals to n, that is 7 plus 1 divided by 2 value, that is 8 divided by 2 value. That means fourth value is our median. Fourth value is 10. So median is equals to 10. So in this way we can calculate median when the n is odd, that is number of data points are odd here. Moving forward, when we have even number of data points, that is when n is even, we have to consider the average of middlemost two numbers in sorted data. The procedure is same. We will be given some unsorted data points. We have to sort them. Then we have to find out which are the two middlemost numbers, and then we have to add them and then divide the result by 2. So the formula is, for n is, when n is even, our formula is median is equals to n by 2 value plus n by 2 plus 1 value whole divided by 2. Consider the data points are 45, 68, 72, 42, 23 and 98. Sorting these data points, we get 23, 42, 45, 68, 72 and 98. For our understanding, we can name the indices as we do in R. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Here n is 6, that is we are having even number of data points. Then by using formula, median is equals to n by 2th value, that means 6 by 2th value plus 6 by 2 plus 1 value whole divided by 2. That is, we have to calculate average. That's why we are dividing it by 2. So 6 by 2 means third value plus 6 by 2 3 plus 1 means fourth value whole divided by 2. So third value is 45 plus fourth value is 68 whole divided by 2. That means 113 divided by 2, and our median is 56.5. Median is equals to 56.5. In this way we can calculate median when the total number of data points are even. Now let's write R code for this. To write R code, I will open VS Code first. First of all, we need to store this data. I will store the data inside data vector itself. So I will store 5, 10, 2, 6, 12, 14 and 25. This was our data. I will print it. So here it is. This is our unsorted data. Next step is to sort this data. In order to sort this data, we will use sort function, which is an inbuilt function in R. So I will write sort, and inside we just have to pass this unsorted data vector. I will store this inside vector named sorted data itself. So sorted data. So let's print it. Here it is. We got all data in ascending order. So next step is to determine how many number of data points are there in our vector. That means we need to find the value of n. In order to find this value of n, we will use an inbuilt function length. So length of sorted data. I will store this in n variable itself. Let's print and check. Here it is. We got n is equals to 7. That is n is odd. So before moving forward, our first we need to know how to access these elements of array. Elements of vector, because in order to calculate the median, anyway we have to access these vector values. So the syntax is we have to mention the name of the vector followed by square brackets. For example, we have to access the elements of sorted data vector. So I will write sorted data followed by square brackets. Inside the square bracket, we have to mention the position of the element that we want to access. In our programming, indexing begins with 1. So consider this is our sorted data that we have calculated earlier. So for example, we want to access 5. So index of the 5 is 2. I will write 2 inside this square brackets, and let's print it. Here it is. We got 5. So suppose we want to access the fourth value. I will write 4 inside the square brackets, and I will print it. Here it is. We got 10. In this way, we access or extract the values present in the vector. Now our next step is to determine whether this n, that is number of data points stored inside vector, are even or odd. We know that if a number is completely divisible by 2, that means remainder is 2, then the number is an even number, and if not, then the number is odd. In order to find remainder, we will use modulo operator inside if else statement. So I will write if n %% n percent is 2. Here n percent per percent 2 is not equals to 0. That means n is odd, is not equals to 0 means remainder is not equals to 0, and remainder is not equals to 0 when the number is odd. So according to formula, median is equals to, inside sorted data we need to access the middlemost value, that is n plus 1 whole divided by 2. And obviously the else part of this says that n is an even number, and according to our formula, when n is even, we need to find the average of middlemost two numbers in sorted data. So inside sorted data, we have to access middlemost two numbers, sorted data of n by 2 plus sorted data of n by 2 plus 1 and whole divided by 2. I will declare this median variable outside this if else statement in order to access this median outside this if else statement also. So let's print it, median here outside the if else statements. So we will run. Our expected answer is 10 here, as we have calculated manually. Our expected answer should be 10. So let's run this program. Here it is, we got 10. Now we will change this data points. These data points are odd number of data points. We will change to the even, and we will check whether we get the desired output or not. So I'll write here 45, 68, 72, 42, 23 and 93. So 3 plus 6, these are the even number of data points. Let's rerun this, and our expected answer is 56.2. Let's say whether we get or not. So here it is, median is equals to 56.5.